Hello and happy Saturday evening from the Charlotte, North Carolina International Airport. And I am returning home to see my babies after 2 weeks in the Bahamas. And I had filmed a video on my journey to the Bahamas where I had a layover in Charlotte. And it was all about how PTSD makes being in airports a living hell. In that video, you can go back and watch it. I'm not interacting much with the camera. I'm not happy. I'm stressed. I'm tired. I'm agitated by the people around me, all the noise. Not in the least bit interested in anything unique or beautiful to do with the airport, and just trying to just shut down everything as much as possible and go inward to save all the energy that I could to get through the trip and get to the hotel where I could finally relax. And so now, if you go back and watch that video and then you watch this one, I think that you'll probably see some differences, right? First, I'm sitting in the rocking chairs that I was looking at and noticing before, but didn't want to take the time to sit in. I'm interested in some of the shops that are here. I don't like to buy much that's at airports because of the price, but very often I buy postcards almost everywhere that I go, not just for my own use, but I love to send them to people that I love and care about and who really appreciate them. And they're just an inexpensive way of sharing the joy of your journey with other people. So I'll probably scout out for some postcards. And I'm just enjoying racking back and forth. I'm not agitated by the people here. Airports still are not my favorite place to be. I'd rather be out in the ocean for sure. But I'm fine. I don't feel like triggered or drawing inward, and just, I'm doing all right, rocking in my chair. The rain is here. Kevin and Audrey, the rain that Long Island needs is here in Charlotte. So maybe you'll get some soon. And I'm noticing that I'm a little bit colder now. I've got shorts on under my pink dress, and yep, that's probably not going to work for very long. So some big differences there. There's still a bit of sadness about leaving. I really had to hold back, the tears about leaving Kevin and Audrey in Teats Blue Hole, because I really, 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 really loved them and being there. And yeah, I know that they're always, close and easy to contact. I wanted to also just talk about the fact that my phone died a couple days ago, and I really haven't been missing it. Honestly, it's like now I get to choose when I interact with technology, whereas before I felt like I always had to pay attention to my phone, always had to make sure it's charged, always had to check for new notifications, always had to check in with people. And now this life of just using my laptop to make this video is like, hey, this is all on my terms now, and I'm going to enjoy the present moment, and I'll interact with technology when I feel like it. And I'm definitely enjoying just sitting here and people watching and sitting in my rocking chair. Eventually I'll get up and go look at those postcards down there and see if there's any good ones. So I also just wanted to share a little bit. When Kevin and I did our last dive in Teats Blue Hole, I attached one of the ends of my dreadlocks to a piece of coral and sent it to the bottom of the hole as sort of this gift to everything that the hole had given to me, and the maternal voice that I felt inside of me when I was there. And when we were finishing our dive, we stumbled upon a sea biscuit that was, completely just dead, nothing living attached to it or inside, just some sand, and it had the imprint of a star on it. And you can see that image probably on Kevin's Facebook page for the Progress Through Scuba Diving website. And it was so beautiful, and I instantly knew that is mine. And there wasn't really much on this trip that I claimed or even wanted to have. It just all belonged to the ocean. I knew it was mine, and Kevin knew it was mine, because we didn't even exchange words or looks at each other. He grabbed that thing and knew that I was supposed to take it, and then later shared with me that in probably 1,000 dives he's done in the Blue Hole, he has never seen an object like that. So it was very rare and very special. And his beautiful wife, Audrey, packaged it in saran wrap and put it in a box, and I was carrying it in my backpack. And I try very hard to keep that thing protected, but it did break. And so I will show it to you. Kevin, Audrey, don't cry. But there it is. I think you can see it. I hope you can. This beautiful, pieces, fragments of that sea biscuit that I got when I was down there. And for a moment, when I realized it was broken, I was a little sad. But then I instantly thought, no, this is the way it's supposed to be. And I was reminded of the Japanese art form. I forget the name, but it's where you take pieces of broken pottery and you recreate the piece of pottery by filling the cracks with gold or silver or whatever you choose to make an even more beautiful piece of work because of its imperfections and because of the damage that it went through and the restoration that has occurred. And I realize it's my job to put that thing back together however I choose, and I'll probably be asking Audrey her advice. And that now it's my work, And I really realized being in the ocean that our brains are just as fragile and delicate and need to be treated with care and gentleness as the ocean creatures are, as the coral reefs are. And when we don't treat them that way, and some brains are more susceptible than others to being damaged, like my sea biscuit. But I have an opportunity now to take over the work that Kevin was doing with me with daily scuba diving. This is now my work to do. And, it took, I'm a hard nut to crack. So it took an ex-British military veteran to take me deep sea scuba diving for me to finally start beginning to really love myself. And I've got a journey ahead of me on that road, but luckily without PTSD as an intrusion. But I realize I have to do the work to stay PTSD free. I have to protect my brain, but I can also restore it and make it stronger, right? I can repair this sea biscuit and make it something even more beautiful than what I first laid eyes on, and decorate it if I so choose, and just make it mine. And it can be a symbol of the repair work that I'm doing on my own brain. Even as delicate and fragile as it is, I can make it stronger and more resistant to the possibilities of damage. So I thought that was a cool story to share, and I'm just enjoying my time rocking back and forth in the Charlotte airport. So that's all I have to say for now, and I'm sure I'll check in later. Bye for now.